question and it says how to make my kids faster. You gotta make it fun, right? You're never gonna push your kid to the extreme.
No, kicks.
Oh, kicks.
Yeah.
I thought you said kid. How to make your kicks faster. Kicks are in a completely explosive workout, right? And if you've signed up for my Fit to Fight program, then you'll know I talk about it in there. All the answers in there, the drills are in there. I even show what drills to do to make your kicks faster, how to make them last longer and be more powerful, right? But I'm not gonna give you everything that's in the course, and I'll be ripping the people off that bought it because it's some useful information that I've had to learn my entire life, how to be the best athlete. But I'd say one tip for you to make your kicks faster is do a lot of jumps. Right? Find a plyo box, start repping out those jumps, right? Go distance, go height, mix it up. One leg, then the other. So you're not relying on, when you jump on both feet, your right leg's probably going stronger than your left or vice versa. You can use that one more. So make sure you do individual as well. But that's all you get for now. If you want to see the drills, you want to see all the good stuff, sign up for Fit to Fight at tjdillashaw.com. The next question I received, it's a two-parter, and they make sense going together. The first part was how to get comfortable being punched at, pretty much is what he asked. He's saying like how not to flinch or get scared or turn away and not look at someone when they're throwing back at you, right? When you're fighting a target that's going to come back at you. And the best way to do that is Dutch style drills. Again, I show this in my Fit to Fight program. Learning to counter a jab, right? All the different ways of countering it, but knowing what's coming at you at first from your opponent. You guys are drilling, going super light. So he throws a jab, you're gonna get your head off the track, and you come back with your own right, all that good stuff. Same with the right hand, counter the right hand, counter hooks, counter uppercuts, counter kicks, right? So you get used to seeing everything coming at you. And then you make it to where your opponent, your partner mixes up what he's gonna throw. He's not only gonna throw a jab this time, right? Might throw a cross, might throw a kick, switch it up on you. But he's going at a pace to where you guys are comfortable. To where if he even did land on you, it would never hurt, right? It's called live drilling. It's almost like a spar match where you're taking care of each other. Only one person counter, one person strike for a 5-minute round, then switch it, right? And that's how I really believe you get comfortable seeing every strike coming at you to where you won't tense or flinch when someone's trying to hit you. You've been there, you've done it, you've seen it, right? Okay, the second part of that question, which it makes sense why this is your question, is how not to get stuffed when throwing punches, right? Or how to work your way into an opponent without having to stuff your punches. It's because you're fighting nervous. Once again, you gotta get comfortable. You gotta do those Dutch drills. So when you stuff your punches, because you're jumping into your punches too hard, you're too excited to do it, you haven't feinted, a feint is like a fake, feinted your way in, or used your jab hand, and stay relaxed, right? Using them eyes to see what he's gonna throw back at. Be a counter fighter, right? Even though you're being offensive, you're ready to pull if you need to, or slip. So again, doing Dutch drills with your partner will get you comfortable in that range. So it's just doing it time after time after time after time. You can't just hit a punching bag, go into sparring, and expect to have those emotions, feelings, and distance all under control without drilling with another human being. I think the Ludwig martial arts way of the Dutch style drilling is the way to go. And I show tons of drills like that in my Fit to Fight program. So once again, I'm answering all these questions. It's in your guys' inventory, in your folder of all the techniques you can do. So make sure to check it out again. Next question asked is the best way to stretch for head kicks, right? Become more flexible so you can land in head kicks at ease. And that's a mixture of dynamic stretching and static stretching and doing them at the right times. In my Fit to Fight program, I have a dynamic warm-up that I start every practice with. It's a full series, good like 10 minutes or so, maybe more of stretching. I do it before every practice. Makes you looser, makes your hips looser. The quadruped series I walk everyone through is a great way to get my hips looser, be able to land head kicks. The more flexible you are them too, the faster they'll become. It takes less effort to get them there, right? And then I mix in static stretching, like your yoga style stretching at the end of practice, right? There's certain ones I do at the end of practice, maybe just because I'm sore, or it's because of something I want to get to stay flexible, right? When I started doing a lot of deadlifts, a lot of power cleans, and trying to bulk up, your muscles want to tighten, right? But I got to elongate my muscles. And doing so, I do it with my dynamic and my static stretching. And again, make sure to check out my course to see what I use. Next question is also a cardio-based question. This question was that this person's able to push all the way through practice, push it hard, be fine, the conditioning feels great, but when they get onto a fight, by the 4th round they're done, right? They don't feel like they can hold their hands up anymore, they're completely tired. That's all due to nerves, adrenal dump, and pretty much just competition, right? You're so anxious, nervous, and wanting to fight to your best ability that it takes it out of you, right? So you have to learn to deal with the nerves in the right way. Everyone's different. Some people fight better angry. Some people fight better clear-headed. Some people fight better having fun. Everyone's a little bit different. You gotta find your style. And once you find that style, you won't get tired in the fight anymore. You'll push all the way through it. And for me, it's having fun. I had to learn that more than halfway through my career. I still did really good, but I wasn't able to capitalize on certain movements, certain reaction times, and also be able to push the pace because I get too tired. I'm too amped up, want to knock everyone out, right? Let that come to you. Have fun, enjoy being in there. See my family in the front row. Crack jokes to my corner. As long as I'm having fun, I'm unstoppable. So find your reaction to nerves that best fits you, is my best opinion on that question.